Christianism as we know it versus God's truth.
The ideological influence that Christianity has on humanity extends to more than 20 centuries. Basing its philosophy on the writings compiled in the Bible, its religious tradition revolves around the person of Jesus Christ, whom they consider to be the Son of God. However, the information upon which all the beliefs and opinions regarding Christ are based and has been influential throughout history was presented by religious and influential leaders who participated in the formation of the institutions that have exerted authority and dominion over the masses in history, with a fictitious faith, and that up to now is what conforms Christianity as we know it. That is why, through the work of MelquisedecLisbet, we are presenting to the world information never heard before, and which was omitted and manipulated by those individuals who were in charge of creating the foundations of the Christian doctrine, and which are not based on the truth, showing God as a solitary Father, whose only begotten Son came to die for the sins of humanity. This way of thinking prompts us to ask questions such as, and with whom did God have this supposed Son? It also leads you to reflect on the fact that if humanity took God's creation as the family model of a husband, a wife, and children, from whom exactly did they take this pattern, if this is not what is properly represented in any doctrine? How can God say in His Word that men are God's children if Christ is considered His only begotten or one single child? Just by raising this question, we can already see some gaps that religion does not even dare to mention. That is why we invite the listener to leave aside for a moment all those rigid schemes that religion, tradition, and the very elaborate theology have implanted in their mind, and to give themselves the opportunity, through the statements set forth by MelquisedecLisbet, to learn of a truth that not only corrects these erroneous concepts, but also changes the course of humanity for the better. From the mouth of Christ herself, you will know the truths and mysteries about God the Father and Christ that will transform your life and lead you on the correct path and to a perfect relationship with God. Whatever you have known until today called Christianity, regardless of its denomination, has not been able to fulfill the goals and objectives that God in His Word has in store for all who believe in Him, God the Father, and in her, His Christ, God the Mother. No one has achieved this, not because God has failed to fulfill His promises, but because man has twisted and manipulated the truth. Amen.